Hey, go people. So here's another good little courtroom anecdote, and I always say I love it when government feeds on government. So the cops end up arresting the assistant attorney general, I think, I'll get the name correct here, in this courtroom because she starts yelling and getting upset. And then she thinks, because she's an attorney, she's so important, that some puny cop shouldn't put his hands on her. And she resists, and they arrest her for resisting. I freaking love it. Because until politicians and attorneys start getting arrested and treated like pesky citizens, they won't change the law. So this is great. Here we go.
Next, we're in San Luis Obispo, California, where even though court is in recess, things are heating up between opposing counsel. On one side is Timothy McGill, whose client, a state hospital employee, is suing for wrongful termination. And on the other end of the table is the state's second highest ranking legal officer, Deputy Attorney General Jenny Mariah Kelly.
So this is the Deputy Attorney General of California, and these cops arrest her, and she is just not happy and thinks that this can't happen to her.
Moments earlier, during cross-examination of a state witness, McGill asked the witness if she had met Kelly earlier in the day, prior to testimony. This particular question, an effort to potentially cast doubt on the witness's credibility, angers Kelly.
This is a common practice. You always try to say that they ask cops that. They ask, did you discuss this case with the DA? Because all other witnesses are told they can't discuss the case, except with government. Government can call you and discuss it, and you can't discuss what we talk about. So if a defense attorney preps witnesses, it's called witness tampering. But as the government, if we prep a witness, it's called preparing them to tell the truth. So when he said this, obviously this attorney general thought that it was an implication that she did something, bad, by which she probably did. Otherwise, she wouldn't have freaked out like this.
And now she's letting everyone know. Gesturing wildly and reportedly raising her voice.
So this cop goes over and tells keep down. Remember, this is after the court proceeding happens. So the bailiff is always responsible to keep the courtroom clean, or in proper running order. Somebody comes in not dressed appropriate. If they have a hat on, he has to have them remove the hat. Make sure their cell phone's off. Take cell phones if they ring. And if he doesn't do that, the judge will call him in later and go, hey, I shouldn't have to tell you to do your job. You should do this. So he probably knew the judge didn't want to hear yelling and screaming in her courtroom or his courtroom. So he asked her to be quiet, and she pretty much said, screw you.
If Tyler Brooks approaches Kelly and tells her to stop shouting.
So she's like, how dare you, you pesky citizen, talk to me. I'm an attorney. I'm the second person in California. See, people in government always think they're special and the rules don't apply for them.
Asks her to leave the courtroom. But based on Kelly's body language, it appears she's not interested in going anywhere. And now here's something you don't see every day.
Now, I do think he kind of grabbed her aggressively, and I'm not necessarily saying he's right in this, but I'm glad he did it because that's how they treat normal citizens with no recourse. Since she's the Deputy Attorney General, there might be some recourse over this.
A state's Deputy Attorney General about to be escorted out of court. If only it ended there.
Now this little grab right here could very easily, when you see this tape, look like she's going to swing. She pleads to a lower charge, but she definitely resists and tells him to get her hands off
there.
And he takes her to ground. I freaking love it. Now these two work for her, so they're attorneys too. Notice their involvement to protect their colleague and to get involved? Nah, hell no.
According to the sheriff's report, after Kelly refuses to lower her voice or leave the courtroom, the bailiff then grabs her hands to escort her out. But when she pulls away, the bailiff wrestles her to the floor. As Kelly's co-counsel looks on in disbelief, other deputies arrive and help handcuff Kelly as she...
1, 2, 3. What happened to his hair? 4 deputies show up to handcuff her.
Continues to resist.
5, 6 deputies. Sorry, 6.
Once on her feet, a few more words are exchanged before she's finally escorted out of the courtroom. The California Deputy Attorney General was charged with resisting a peace officer, but later pled no contest to the lesser charge of disturbing the peace.
So she got a sweetheart deal because she's an attorney. Resisting a peace officer is more violent and it goes on your record. So she got some little all disturbing the peace little thing that she'll probably get a sponge later because it's nonviolent. She'll get it removed.
Peace. She was also ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and complete anger management.
So my guess is because the judge gave her anger management, the judge didn't like her attitude anyway. Because, I mean, that's just salt in the wound. You know what? Not only am I going to fine you and you're going to plead guilty, but you're going to take anger management. How about that? That's kind of a slap in the face. I love it. All right, government, eating on government. It's a good day. We'll end it there.